Hello again and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time, welcome. I just like to chew the fat once a week, unedited, whatever happens, happens. Now, going into this video, I was thinking, and I never have been planning too far in advance, which has always been part of the problem. But going into this video, I started to think, how can I make this valuable for other people? But at the same time be valuable for myself. And so what I've thought about is to every week talk about my progress along certain areas. And I've chosen 3 areas which are fairly broad in one or two circumstances, but 3 areas that I will try and talk about each week to say what I've done, what you might want to try yourselves, and yeah, see how that goes. Because if all I'm doing is just kind of throwing out ideas without actually applying myself, there's no value. So the 3 areas are personal finance, side hustles / career, and health. Health being physical, mental, spiritual health. And those are going to be the verticals I want to focus on to kind of see what I've done. Because the goal with this whole YouTube thing is for me to chronicle my progress in life. Yeah. And the best way for me to kind of chronicle it is to kind of focus and show what I've tried to do to improve those areas. So I've written down a few little areas so I don't forget. So starting with finance. So if you follow this channel before, you know that I have some background in finance. So in theory, rather than reality, I should know what I'm talking about. But the reality is we all have blind spots. We all have biases. We all have underconfidence or overconfidence, etc., etc. So what I wanted to do is try and round out my knowledge. So I signed up for the Rebel Finance School. Google it. It's run by Katie and Alan Donegan, British people. I have no affiliation, so I don't get anything out of promoting it. And they run I think it's a 10-week program for free online. So you sign up for the course, but it's all free, and it talks you through different areas about finance. So this is the first week, and even so far it's made me think, I haven't really been doing much in terms of monitoring my spending plans and patterns. So I signed up for it. Take a look, Google. Maybe I'll even be able to put a link in the description or some reference to it in the description. And yeah, as I said, I've got no affiliation, but it's something that I think we should all do. Find ways in which to enhance our knowledge around finance. So that's a finance thing. So on the side hustles, so yeah, my side hustles are very, 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 very slow at the moment, as in I haven't really done anything of note recently. One thing I did do over the last week or so was to look at a few YouTube videos on Etsy. I have an Etsy store. Doesn't really sell much at all. It's to do with another career line I've had, which is career coaching. And so I've watched 1 or 2 videos just to try and enhance the customer experience when they visit my store. So again, this is all about incremental advances that I'm trying to angle at. So I've looked at that. I've made a few tweaks to my Etsy store, so we'll see how that goes. I've also got a profile on one of these marketplaces. It's called People Per Hour, but it's like Fiverr, it's like Upwork. It's a place that you sell your services. And so I've rewritten my profile on that, and yeah, again, it's making sure that I don't just leave all these dormant assets dormant. I try and work them. So that's what I've done on the side hustles front. Health. Yeah, so on health, two things I've tried this week. So one of them was at work, there was a mindfulness yoga chair lunchtime session, if that makes any sense. It's basically doing yoga exercises on a chair with some mindfulness practices, so some meditation. And it's quite good. Again, it was lunchtime. I just don't do anything really constructive most lunchtimes, and that was a very useful thing to do for a change. So again, doing something progressive. And I was listening to a podcast 4 days ago, and it was talking about walking backwards. Now, it sounds strange, it sounds weird, but actually it's quite interesting. The idea is it helps you to improve your posture, your gait, I'm just stretching now, your balance, so on and so forth. And yeah, the idea is to do 5 minutes walking backwards each day. Do it barefoot if you can, on grass, on sand, if you can. If you can't, I try and I've been doing mine inside our apartment. It's the only space I can find really to do it easily. But again, it's very early in terms of the process. Only done it for 3 days so far, but yeah, it could be progressive. It could be progressive. Those are my main areas of advancement this week. I think I might actually add a fourth one to this, which is other. And other could be hobbies and in connecting with other people. And I'm saying that because I haven't really had a proper hobby for a long time. Last week, coincidentally, I decided to pick up my keyboard for the first time in months and months and months. And I'm still really learn a keyboard, but I've been practicing learn a keyboard again in the last week or so. So that is another positive tick for me. Also, I'm reconnecting with friends again over the next week or two, which again I'll probably talk about in coming videos, but that's another tick. So all of these things, they might just sound like a bit random to you. It's like, he's doing this, he's doing this. Again, it's about making sure I move forward bit by bit in different parts of my life. You know, if you're not climbing, you're sliding. You know, if I just stay static, doing the same old, I shouldn't expect change. So yes, I'm quite proud, I guess, of what I've tried out this week. Oh, and also the last 3 days I've had no television. Again, it's a very small thing, but no Netflix for 3 days. The last time I had 3 days without Netflix, yeah, I can't remember. Certainly not in the last year, 6 months, maybe a year ago, I don't know, a long time. And that's provided some calm. Again, it's the little things that are very important and incremental. So, you know, hopefully you got some value out of my journey. Like and subscribe, because I will be doing this more consistently now, because it also keeps me more accountable. You know, I'll be able to look back at this video and then maybe in a few weeks' time think, I've kind of hit a roadblock already. So I want to be able to say I'm still doing my walking backwards. I've gone to another lunchtime session. My Etsy shop has exploded. I've suddenly found a couple of $1,000 under the sofa type of thing. So it's about moving forward in a way that is moving me forward. So yeah, that's all I've really got to say today. So as I said, like and subscribe, follow the journey, do your own journey. Again, this is based on one of the principles I've talked about in the past, the wheel of life. Different segmentations of life. You've got to look at them individually, even though everything is holistically connected. If you focus on things individually, you can help improve the whole. I think a lot of people will ignore their finances because their career's okay or their social life's okay, when actually you've kind of got to get everything working in unison. So that's it for today, and if you have any comments, feel free to comment below. Like and subscribe, follow the journey, join the journey, and until next time, bye for now.